Entering a brand new decade, time really does fly. Stronger bosses and stronger equipment, we'll really have to try. 24 full years of questing, making dead we've never been. RuneScape 3 Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, questing through 2010. Welcome back to September 21st, 2010. We were going to go and kill a bunch of frost dragons, get their bones, get some prayer levels, but we got distracted by a situation in a future alternate timeline port serum. So now it's time to actually do things here. Time and all that. Updates and such. On September 22nd, 2010, the RuneFest highlights video had Party Pete, Golden Gnome Awards, Ogre Wrestling, the Wall of Fame, band, breakdancing, sword fighting, etc. Lots of stuff happens at RuneFest. Also have the International Soul Wars Tournament, which is going to end up being 3 games of Soul Wars. Not much of a tournament, but it's something. Events and such keep happening. On September 27th, 2010, a live developer Q&A with Mod Merlin. On the forums, it's going to be about Elite Treasure Trails. Upcoming stuff. On September 28th, 2010, Oktoberfest events. You're going to have a party, a Steel and Creation tournament, J-Mod hunting, a PvP world, pub crawl, going on a bear hunt, do some fishing, kinds of different stuff. On September 29th, 2010, Players Gallery. We got dragons, bunyips, penguins, featured piece of a tormented demon. Featured artist gets a month of membership, signed certificate, and a new reward of some signed concept art. So that's fun. Also starting up a guaranteed content poll on Dragon Scimitar redesign. Has been changed slightly from the original already. Full HD and stuff. Now there's more options. Got a battered one, a spiky one, smooth one, hooked one. A couple different looks to vote on. On October 1st, 2010, behind the scenes, we got the Void Quest finale, Charm Sprites, Oktoberfest, Halloween, Make X improvements, Post Bag and Gallery, as per usual each month, and all sorts of little smaller things along the way too. On October 5th, 2010, network connection issues for American players. Ended up being a routing problem between the US and UK. Always something. Internet. And that gets us to October 6th, 2010. Patch notes. Improved the inventory icon of Water Talisman and Rocktails. Improved graphics for the Edgeville Furnace. A shooting star won't crash onto a cactus anymore. Staff of Light effect works in all scenarios. No more walking on water in Falador Park. And most importantly, fixed Barbas Herma's chat head. Other news, deflect curses work on Kriara. You can use quick prey on altars in Daemonheim. Moved some of the higher parts of the wilderness wall to not be in the way for rune crafting. Autofill multiple empty plant pots. Login screen simplified. You'll arrive closer to the blood altar when going through the abyss. The magical blast box works with Firebolt. And get a confirmation message when dismantling god swords. All kinds of stuff in the patch notes and other updates. But the main thing we're interested in, and suitably impressive for episode 200 here, the next quest. We get The Void Stares Back. Starts in Falador Park. Void Night Series number 3, the Void Finale, requiring a Void Dance, 78 attack, 70 construction, 70 crafting, 71 fire making, 80 magic, 70 smithing, 78 strength, 55 summoning, and now 25 defense. Was only 10 defense before the evolution of combat in 2013. And also suggests completing the conquest tutorial. So we should go and see if we can do that. Why not? Why not? Over in the Void Knight Island. Conquest. Also fairly new. Also, pay no mind to what's going on over here. That is later. Let's see if we can even do the conquest tutorial here. Information exchange. Talk to the knights and stuff here. Knight Dorian. If we were to deploy in this formation. Excuse me? Whoa, don't sneak up on me like that. I'm standing right here. Yes, can I help you with something? What is this place? This is the Conquest Training Facility. If you want to learn more, best speak with Captain Ether. To my right, he's more of a talker. What do you do here? Help organize recruits' forces so I can take them into Conquest training exercises. Yes, I help you with anything else? No. I don't even know what our forces are. We'll talk to Captain Ether first. Greetings, recruit. Have you come for some conquest training? Yes. Can you give me a tutorial? Also, can you give me a tutorial? Certainly, I can give you a quick tutorial now, if you wish. Yes, please. Very well, let us begin. Conquest. Welcome to Conquest Training, recruit. I'll be giving you a quick overview of what we do here. The aim of the Conquest Training Center is to give recruits, such as yourself, a modicum of command experience. We Knights believe that all recruits should be capable of commanding troops in a crisis situation. It's vital to our continued success against the Void. First things first, you should familiarize yourself with the battlefield. Move your mouse pointer to the edge of the game screen will scroll your view. Yep. Over here. Over here. Definitely something. Clicking on minimap will move the camera to the targeted location. And also rotate the camera using the arrow keys. Interesting. We can't click on the game screen like that. Targeted. Interesting. Now that you got a lay of the land, we should take a look at the troops you will be commanding today. Start with the Scout. Scouts are fast, light armored troops, ideal for outmaneuvering enemy formations. Next we have the Foot Soldier. These well-rounded troops form the backbone of your command force. Halberdiers are highly effective when deployed correctly. With their long reach, they can halt an enemy advance before they close in on your troops. Archers have the longest range of your troops. Deploy them wisely, however. They can be overwhelmed in close combat. Sacrificing range for increased devastation, the Mage can be a deadly addition to your forces. You can protect them from incoming attacks. Both stoic and powerful, the Knight can hold the line against hordes of lesser foes. Finally, the Champion can decimate an opposing force single-handedly. Truly, they are a sight to behold in the midst of battle. When you take part in a conquest, after this tutorial, you'll be able to choose which troops form your squad. For now, we'll practice commanding the troops we have here. View detailed information on a troop by right-clicking on it and selecting the Details option. Try viewing the details of your Scout now. Details of the Scout. Troop's various attributes, bonuses, and penalties are shown in the Troop Details menu. In addition, you can center the camera on the troop by clicking on its portrait. Center there. 6 movement, 100 damage, 100 health, 1 range, costs 25. Now that we've inspected our troops, let's give them some orders. In a conquest, you and your opponent will take turns, moving and attacking with one troop. The overall aim in a conquest is to eliminate your opponent's troops. You can see whose turn it is at the top of your screen, and can see what phase it is from the Turns options menu. Access from your side interface. It is your turn. which begins selecting the selection phase. You show an order first to select the troop you wish to control this turn. Left-click a troop to control it by clicking on it. Control it by select on it. Select. Selected your scout. You're in conquest, you'd be able to change your mind and select another troop instead at this point. However, for the tutorial, we will continue to use the scout. Let's get our troops on the move. Order the scout to move towards the opponent's troops. Troops can move a certain number of squares each turn. Number of squares determined by the troop's movement attribute. Should be found in the troop details menu. Blue squares represent where your troop can move this turn, or your troop to move by left-clicking on its intended destination. Try this now. I'm gonna go here. Now that we've moved our troops, it's time to think about launching an attack against your opponent. Note that you can no longer move your chosen troop once you've launched an attack, so let's make sure you are happy with the position before attacking. Looks like the enemy forces are out of range at the moment. It's important to consider the attack range of both our troops and our enemy's troops when planning a strategy. Remember, if you launch an attack against an enemy troop, they happen to survive, they'll attempt to fight back if in range. Troops in range attribute can be found in the troop detail menu. As your troops cannot launch an attack this turn, you must end your turn and allow your opponent to make their move. Use end turn button to pass the control to your opponent. Try this now. End turn. Now the opponent's turn. See what they're doing. They also move their scout. Opponent's closing in on our troops. Best we deal with them now. Let's use our archer to pick off the advancing scout before it gets a chance to outflank us. Let's turn this over. It's your turn again. Archer selected this turn. Select the archer. Scout's out of the archer's range. Move the archer closest so we can launch an attack. It's got less movement. Good work, recruit. Now our archer to open fire. Continues to this weaker enemy a lesson they won't forget. You can attack an enemy troop by left-clicking on it. Enemies within your troop's attack range will have a red shading beneath them. Try attacking the enemy scout now. Yeah. One hit. Ha, I showed them. Make an officer out of you yet, you recruit. So you move and attacked. It's time to pass the turn to your opponent. End turn button. And it's opponent's turn. Now taking their turn. Let's see if they finish performing their actions. You'll have a new turn. Here comes a knight. What's this? Our opponent is using commands to turn the battle to their advantage. In your opponent's last turn, they used the charge command on their knight, allowed it to move further than usual. If that knight gets any closer to our troops, it could decimate them. We must act now. Knight's too heavily armored for an archer to take down before it closes in on our troops. We'll have to use commands of our own to come out of this in one piece. Sound the battle cry, recruit. Rally our troops to victory. Commands are powerful one-off effects that can turn the tide of battle in your favor. Commands can be viewed in the commands menu. Using the commands requires you to spend command points. Select command points displayed at the bottom of the menu. Command points are rewarded for defeating enemy troops. The number awarded to you is equal to the cost of the enemy troop. Small number of command points are also awarded automatically at the start of each of your turns. Use the battle cry command on your archer by left-clicking the command and then selecting the troop. Battle cry gains plus 200 damage and 200 health to the start of your next turn. They also have cooldowns and all that. Sterling job, recruit. Really inspired archer is more than a match for the enemy knight now. Attack and let's finish this. Archer, control this turn. Command troop does not automatically set selected. Archer's within attack range. Do not need to move. If you use a valid attack order, you'll automatically skip the movement phase. Troop will perform the attack. Try this now. Powered up shot. The numbers are different than the stance, but sure. Excellent. We've broken the back of the enemy's advance. Make your way back to the command center, recruit. You've proven your potential today. Real test is ahead of you. Challenge other recruits to a conquest and hone your strategies. You can customize which troops, commands, and formations you use for future conquests by speaking to Knight Dorian in the command center. That'll be all for today, recruit. Dismissed. Bam. All that. Conquest rating, 1,000. Rating points, also a thing. And friendly and competitive options there and all that. Anyways, that's Conquest. That's going to come up here, since it is a suggested requirement. And used to be an actual requirement till 2017, so that's more correct now. Required items for the quest: hammer, tinderbox, hard leather, limestone brick, logs. Check. Some of these can be gotten during the quest, but just having them all available makes things simpler. So that is all we need. Combat level 100 recommended. We are 130, so that's pretty good. Not that we usually get too much use out of our summoning level in terms of combat stats, but, you know, it's something. Quest begins in Falador Park. Let's head over that way. Easily accomplished with our play-around house here. That was a good time. Falador portal. Falador. Where we can't walk on the water in the park. Unfortunate. Need to get, like, a boat or something. Or something. Starting the quest with Captain Karashi. Karashi. Hello, Harpo Ultimate Ironman Artic. I'm glad you turned up. The Temple Knight's efforts to find the cubes have been less than successful. Unlike your tone, young lady, my agents have tried their best, but we're stretched thin and it's not like you can just waltz right into the Black Knight's fortress. Actually, that's precisely what I had in mind. I think if we dress you in full Black Knight armor, you'll be able to infiltrate the Black Knight's fortress. Once inside, I'm sure you'll be able to figure something out. Are you up for it? Avoid the stairs back. Infiltrate the Black Knight's fortress. Sounds good to me. Accept the quest. Yes. Great. Now here's my plan. I'm going to give you some specially modified Black Knight armor. You're going to put it on and infiltrate the Black Knight's fortress. Then try to find out anything you can about the cubes. That's it? That's your plan? Pretty much. The armor's been modified to follow your movements and listen in. It means Savant can track you and make sure you don't fall into any real danger. How'd you get a hold of the armor? Oh, I kidnapped a new recruit who'd wandered away from his brother knights. You'd never see such slackness in the Void Knights. Well, she hands you some Black Knight armor. Alright. Black Knight armor bugged. The only bug is the spine bits. Don't really have the comm over or anything here, so I guess the tracking portion is just going to happen. Well, that should be fine. Now we need to go all the way to the Black Knight's command area. You can also look in the quest log for stuff too. Snoop around Black Knight's fortress. We're snooping around Black Knight's fortress. This is the actual fortress itself. Alright. Be faster to go to Edgeville. Maybe. Just slip between there. It's fine either way, basically. We're definitely at a limit of inventory space here. But a lot of this is for future parts of things, so in theory we could have waited, but then we'd have to stop and go get items and stuff, so this is fine. What's less fine is our current weight, since they gave us a second set of armor. We are in devastating situations in total weight here. 73 kilograms. This is a great time for a musician. Let us get some run energy back. Typically, not a huge problem, especially with current and later run energy changes. Also looks like this counts as tank armor, which has also been changed to give more armor and everything, even at lower levels. So it's giving us some extra health here too. It's not good armor though, at all, so it's not that big of a bonus. Also amusing that the knights are just going to let us in this not super impressive disguise. Also got the new Black Knight's fortress here. So precisely where we're going and what we're looking at is another question. Open the portcullis. Head on inside. Hey you, get over here. Commander Colby. About time you showed up. Team's been waiting for an hour. I'll teleport you to the storage entrance to save you some time, but don't expect this kind of treatment every time. Teleported. Wow, that was really easy. And now, we're in the Black Knight's, not really fortress, the Black Knight's area down here area. Alright, sure. Captain Gilroy and another Black Knight. Well, now that we're all here, I guess we can get on with the mission. Thank you for finally joining us. Sorry, sir, it won't happen again. See that it doesn't. I've got a man already in there setting things up. Let's go. We're heading in. Okay, get that door open. Want to get this trip over with as fast as possible. Right away, sir. I've already set the scales up. 15 in each is the pass number for the day. 15 each. Touch. Lightning bolt. Dead. Holy cow, what happened? I don't know, but I nominate the new guy to try the door next. I don't want to die. Alright, new guy, get to it. Unlock that door. The door that just blasted the previous guy. What is it, recruit? How does the security system work? Weren't you briefed on this at the security meeting? Yeah, I was above my pay grade. I didn't get to hear about it. Fine. Give you a quick rundown. See the red line running through the center of the walls? That's the power line to the door. Without power, the door won't open. To get power, the weights have to be properly set up to the passcode number of the day. It's supposed to be 15 in each, but clearly someone has been fiddling with it. Who's fiddling? Why would you fiddle with it? What do you want? What are you doing? Don't look at me. I'm not touching that security system. Okay. We've got boxes and crates. And more boxes and more boxes. 4, 3, 6, 5, 2. Boxes with ones? Not really. And scales. Scales are empty. Let's take some numbers and things. We're gonna need some space. 8 pieces. We need 8 pieces on here. Take a crate. Label's at a funny angle. It's not stuck down properly. Seems someone swapped the labels on the crates. The stated weights are all wrong. Sir, we have a problem. What's the matter now, recruit? Someone switched the labels on these weights. When that knight thought he was putting in the pass number, he was actually putting in something totally different. Sabotage. Looks like we got company, recruit. We need to get that security system fixed. Sharpish. How are we to do that? The labels are all mixed up. Thankfully, due to my upbringing on a quiet Michelin farm before I joined the Kinshra, I've got a knack for determining small differences in weight. Just hand me any two and I'll tell you which is heavier. When you think you've worked it out, let me know and we'll get the labels put back where they belong. Determining which weight weighs which. Notes out, so we can keep track of what we're doing here. Puzzles and such. Always a good time. So we have the boxes that are currently weighed 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Compare a bunch of them and get some information. Take a 2, 2, from the box marked 3, from the box marked 4, the box marked 5, and the box marked 6. Okay. Use the 2, the captain, then the 3. 2 is heavier than 3. 2 greater than 3. Let's clear everything here. 2 and 4. 2 is lighter than 4. Lighter than 4. 2 and 5. 2 is heavier than 5. We got 2 and 6. 2 is lighter than 6. So 2 is heavier than 2 and lighter than 2. So 2 is in the middle, which equals 4, essentially. We have the 2 that are lighter or heavier. We can compare. 3 and 5. 3 is lighter than 5. 3 is 2. 5 is 3. And 6 and 4. 4 is heavier than 6. So 4 is 6. 6 is 5. Not too shabby. A few comparisons, and you're good to go. What is it, recruit? I think I've got it, sir. The crate labeled as 2 is actually weighs 4. Crate labeled 3 actually weighs 2. Crate labeled 4 actually weighs 6. Crate labeled 5 actually weighs 3. Crate labeled 6 actually weighs 5. You know, newbie, that feels like it might just be about right. Good work, we'll get the label switched right away. And now the labels are all correct. Fantastic. Now get those scales balanced. 15 is the pass number for today, so you'll need a total weight of 15 on each scale quickly. Okay. Total weight of 15 on each scale quickly. You can see the balancing here. It's in the middle. This one's over the side. I'm gonna make this work here. 15. I'm gonna divide 15 by 2, but distance from the middle, also a whole thing. This one's further this way. There's a total of 15 while also being balanced. Very interesting. Okay. What are we thinking? We need 4 pieces that total to 15 also. That's also something to consider. Examine the scale. The scales are empty. You need to put things on the scales. Generally need 7.5 on both sides, so one side kind of needs to be balance the scale. Instructions: click to close. Click on a slot to select and click on the weight to place in that slot. Click activate to try your solution. Freely override weights in a slot by simply selecting another. If you want a piece in a slot, right click on select reset or select to pick it up again. Reset buttons. Clear set. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weight distributions. So 7 and 8. Let's go. Set there. We'll set 6, 7, 8. We can't really do. Well, we can. And then 3, 6, 7. Over here we got this side and this side. The 6 here. And then we can put anything here since it's over it, so I'll be fine. Make that like 5 or something. That's 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. See how that looks. Activate it. This one's not quite right. They swing freely. This one's all flat and nice, so that's good. Balance this scale better. Good. So currently we have these ones here. There's a 4 that way with a 3 here. Let's switch those two around. Some on that. Activate. Yeah, that looks good. Limitations of 15 total and weights and stuff. Probably actually math out exactly how much from the distance and everything, but when it works, it works. Balance skills. Complete the line around the edge of the room. The door to the next move unlock with a buzz and a click. Okay. None of our sharks have despawned, but that's fine. Open the security door. Very secure. Very cool. Now it's open. Alright. Well, those monsters, I don't want to die. I'm too pretty. It's an ambush. We're gonna have to fight our way through. Alright. Snap. Brawler. Shifter. Spinner. Is it over there healing? Let's move around him. Is it healing it? It is healing it. We're hitting it enough though, so it's kind of fine, honestly. He's fighting the Defiler, so that's nice of him. Torture is rocking Protect from ranged, so that's something. Where do you think you're going, Spinner? No healing, not allowed. Poke. Poke. And the shifter too. Make it work. Do one heal here. Also taking this broken piece here. Torture. Using magic, which is not great for us. Lots of pests. Void Knight series and all that. Looks more. Here is a security block. Here's a shifter. And it looks like they managed to win their fight over there. That's good. Or something. It's fine either way, honestly. Security block. And there we go. Wild. What is it? What were those things? Was that part of the security? That looked like part of the security. Clue up, recruit. Someone has sabotaged the security and left those beasts to kill us. We need to unlock this room and the next and find out what's going on. I don't see any weight boxes in this room. We don't do the same security in each room. Those beasts stole the blocks that lit up the red line in the security system. Without them, we can't power the door to open it. But the beasts dropped them when they died, so we can complete the power line. That big one sat on one of the blocks and broke it. It's going to slow us up. We need to repair it. Broken seal. What is it? What do we do now? We need to repair that broken block. Well, that can't be too hard. It wouldn't be, except we destroyed the forge we used to make them to prevent counterfeit blocks being made. Still, it can probably be repaired. Didn't it occur to you that you might need replacements? Don't question your superiors. For that insolence, I'm volunteering you to fix the forge. It's not volunteering if you make it an order. What was that, recruit? I couldn't hear you over all the whining noises you're making. Nothing, sir. That's what I thought. You're gonna need some supplies to fix the forge. Hunt around our base and see what you can do with the things nearby. Forge is in a little room northwest of here. Get a move on. And this is the part where we would hunt around the base for supplies, like you said. Or we just have the things already, which is a good win for us. There's just some boxes somewhere. Over in that crate, in the crate over here. That's all great. This forge is repair tiny forge. This one is a tiny forge. Look how tiny it is, and how potentially forge-like once we fix it up. Repair the forge with flair, style, and a hammer. Anti fuel and light it. Here's some logs. The forge never to be lit. Light it with a tinderbox. Light the forge and coax it to full heat. All that. Got some water quenching stuff. Very good. Repair the broken block in the glowing forge. And we have 4 security blocks. Perfect. Back inside is person that might not exist. Open the doors. Into here. And place the key in the wall. Fit the security key into the wall. Perfect. And then another one. And another one. And another one. And that is good enough. Let's place the last door. You hear a click from the direction of the door. Blocking the door. Door block. Open. And in we go. Oh, calm. Another room. Another security door. Why am I not surprised at this point? It's very secure in here. You know, I'm not sure I trust those panels. Be careful when you look at them. Why do I have to keep looking at all the dangerous stuff? Why can't the other guy do it? Because I said so, that's why. Yeah, fair. Panels. You know, after this much sabotage, I'm not inclined to trust these panels. Sometimes for hidden caches. Carefully search fails to trap any physical trap. Ow. There's clearly something protecting the panel. Search the panels for a magical trap. Turn your magical senses on the panels. Ha! Nice try, mysterious opponent. And disarm a nasty little magical trap. Good work, recruit. Now just open all those panels and get them filled up. Any other stuff? Insertions, click to close. Click on a piece to select it, and again on the grid to place it. Deselect a piece, click on the deselect button. Turn a piece to the grid, right click on it and click reset. Reset button clears the grid. Okay. So we got all of these, which we need to put on there. Reset that. So we need to get all these across here. Is there options? Definitely different things we can't put in certain spots. I see this one here. Would there be anything that could fit in this? Not really. I believe that probably can't be like that. Could potentially be like this though. Like this on top of it or something. I guess I'm down areas which I'm not as interested in. Got this kind of thing here. Which could technically fit that. Then we would need something that could fit into here effectively. There's only ones with one across wouldn't fit like that. We don't have the three like that. We probably can't fit like that either. Put it over like this. Is there options to make this happen? This one over here, and then it's kind of the same situation. Might need to be more of a stuff like that. This is 3. This is 2. This is another 2. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, there's 1. That one can fit like that, effectively. And then this one's not gonna have enough space. 5. 1, 2. Like that, kinda. We still need 2 more, and we only have 1 space left. Move this down 1. But then we don't have enough from that. Put that like that. Do we have anything that can fit into there? Not particularly. Puzzles and such. Always something. We don't have anywhere that this could fit at this point either. That's obviously not correct. Select it, could be placed there. Set the puzzle. Any way we can have this be on the lower section. We have this like this, and if you have it on the lower section of this part here, and that's not going to work. So clearly, this piece here. Deselect. This piece needs to be up top. Won't work any other way. And then we need to get enough sides from there. That one's not going to work. This one kind of works here. Then we need one that's going to be lifted there, and that one won't, and that one won't. And that one won't. That's not really going to do it. It's like this one. And place it here. Reset that. Other options. This one and kind of this one. I think it's that one there. Then we need a cross, but from there, which doesn't quite work. It can't be that one. You there. You. Reset. This one then, maybe. And then 2 across. Get from. Really not a rotate option. Reset that one. Here's this. everything in the top section of here to get across. There's this one. It looks like that. And this will fit in here, essentially. Depends if these ones need to actually be connected. That is the question. Next. Put that like that. Could technically fit this on top. But not 3 worth to make that work. It's probably not going to work. Deselect. Place it like this. You only have kind of 3 on top, but not really. Just like that. A long distance down this side. That wouldn't fit. This one's down. Probably gonna be at the bottom of somewhere. This one's not being as connected, but these parts doesn't look as right. Try resetting again. Okay. What's obviously not right? Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Can't be like that, can't be like that, can't be like that. Has to be like that, essentially. Similar ideas. This one can't be here, here, here. This one needs to be at the bottom of somewhere. This system here, you only get this, and there's not a too tall one. That's not gonna work. Can't fit that in there. Can almost get across with that, but not really. This one needs to be in a different section. This too tall one wouldn't be able to fit into here or here. Could possibly fit here. We do anything with that. We can go across the 2, but that won't fit to there. Maybe that one go through, but it doesn't get all the way across. That one leaves spaces, that one leaves spaces. We can do this across like this, and then the 2. Again, this line doesn't connect with anything. It doesn't look great. Try like this. Got nothing at the top layer. I can hook in like that. It's probably not going to work like that then. Need to get this on the side. Got this one. This. The other one just across doesn't matter maybe. But no space to put this now. Move this over here. This can be up like that. This can go in here. And this one is the opposite. Well, that's not right. Okay. Reset again. Oh, puzzles. It's always something. So placed here. What are our options? Not that one. Feeling like the up and down might also have to be connected in some fashion. Maybe. Do this. You can go across with nothing really. This one like below. It could technically be like this with this. Technically works. Ish. There's only so many options. This one has to be in one of these. Okay. We have enough to make a few differences. I don't know. This one can hook into there well enough. But can we fill in the rest of this with whatever? Let's do 2 across. That's using up a lot of our cross pieces. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Technically enough. This can go into here, technically. This can go not into here, technically. It doesn't quite work. We even fit in the other pieces anyways? Not really. Reset. Oh, some point. Right. What are even our options here? We got this one. Sorta. Do we have anything that can fit into there to actually get it across? Not really. This one can't be here. Reset that. We've got this. Which goes into the kind of the same problem, but we can fit this one in instead. Kind of fits. And then another one of these. It's in there at some rate. At some point. So then like this. This one across like that. This one across like this, and this fits in wherever. And we only have a little bit of this space left. But it might work. Assuming we don't need the side pieces all connect, we just need to get across. That also doesn't work because that way. Dang. Alright. What if... Reset. Reset. This one over. This one here. This one is upside down now, so that's not going to work. It's almost there. It's just slightly off. If this was a puzzle with rotation, it would work better. Reset. Confident in this. This one cannot be here. Nothing's gonna fit into those spaces correctly. Very specific shapes and stuff. You need to be in a different slot. I think we might need to do this one. And then those can cross across here like that. There's no acrosses at the top of pieces. That's the problem. That's gonna work, that's gonna work. What can get across here? There's this one. Just like that. Not really. Put this one here, this one like that, other piece like that. It's like something. This one basically needs to be at the top of one of these. That limits everything again. Across like that, with a 3 here. So we need to be here for there to be space for this one, with this one, and this one. It goes across in a line, so hopefully that's enough. Through the circuit, a buzz and a click announced that the final door's lock was disengaged. Got there in the end. Open the security door. And open it is. Fantastic. Oh, no, no, no. This is not good. Really not good. Where are all the crates? All the puzzle cubes? The security system, the monsters? Someone's broken in and stolen them all. And just what in Zarak's name is that? Over there. I have to call in Lord Aquarius. He's going to be so mad. Lord Aquarius, you must come to the cube storage room. It's an emergency. This had better be good to drag me all the way down here, Captain. Yes, there it is, I swear. The security room has been sabotaged, the storage room is practically empty, and there's that big pulsating portal over there. I can see that. So if the security was sabotaged, how did you get in here? The new recruit got us in. He was quite skilled by bypassing the system. Was he indeed? Recruit front and center. Yes, sir. Take off your helm. I take pride in knowing all my knights by name, but I need to see your face. Yes, sir. You! I should have known. Captain, arrest this man. Wait, you gotta listen to me. I know it doesn't look good, but I'm on an important mission and all our lives may be at stake. You White Knight scum are always on a mission to save the world. It always ends with Black Knight deaths. That was true in the past, but not this time. I'm not on a White Knight mission. I'm with the Void Knights. You have no history of adversary with them, so please hear me out. I will listen, but it had better be good. Feel his love of the Black Knights, blame him for creating the threat to everyone, explain the calm, logical terms. Logic. Balance, etc., etc. This all started with me investigating an escaped Pest from the Void Knight's outpost. Along the way, I learned that Pest was used to create these cubes, and you and the Black Knights were behind the whole thing, but now I suspect you were only part of that, and someone was helping you. Someone who had ulterior motives and has now betrayed you. That person poses a threat to all of us. Sounds to me like you cooked up a conspiracy of the Temple Knights. Those interfering arrogant fools. The whole world's under threat from a bunch of cubes. Isn't under threat from a bunch of cubes. There's no great crisis. I tend to disagree, Dicarius. Will you people stop invading my secret bases? Matters deemed it necessary. Savant has been tracking hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic's movements and alerted us that he had been discovered. Yeah, and I figured out what's going on. And we thought you might want to know too, since it's important. I've been doing some research on the side and about the Valuta. In the book Karashi gave me about the Void Knights, it's referred to as a powerful weapon. I was thinking about it, and Karashi's memory from the ship with all the pests suddenly appearing and disappearing, and the mysterious figure and the cubes and the depression and... Long story short, we think the mysterious figure from the ship opened the portal to the Valuta. We need to get in there and stop him before he gets it. I was getting to that. What are you idiots talking about? What is a Valuta? What ship? There isn't time to explain. Lord Aquarius, we have had our differences in the past. But long ago, all the Knights of Thalor banded together to protect our land. I would ask you to trust us that the threat of the Valuta is great enough, that we must once again put aside our differences and form an alliance. What about you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Would you like to bully me into this as well? As Sir Tiffy said, time is short. Use your head. Will the leader of the Temple Knights be asking for your help if there wasn't a great danger to all? This is the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard. That's how you plan on persuading me to your side? You get to kill Pest and take revenge on that son of a brawler who killed your men and stabbed you in the back. How's that sound? Now that sounds much more appealing. The Kintrop will support you in this battle, but only on the condition that a hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic leads the force. You seem to switch sides at a whim and hold allegiance to none. At this point, that makes you the least untrustworthy person here. I'll agree to that. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic has proven himself to both Ceramic and myself on many occasions. I agree on behalf of the Void Knights. What do you say, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Okay, I'll do it. Great. I'll contact Commodore Tyre and we'll all gather our forces here. Alright. We got this big old portal to go through. Okay. We got Sir Tiffy, White Knights, Commodore Tyre, it's Jessica. Everybody's here. My Sarah Dorman, you can't really think that, Aquarius. It's practically suicide. We need to suss out the enemy, sneak in. Not everything can be solved by sneaking around, Tiffy. From what you've told me, time is of the essence, so we need to act quickly and it's not enough time for reconnaissance. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. It's good to see you again. Excuse those two. Us knights are rather opinionated fellows. We were just discussing what we should do next. There's no way to know what's beyond the portal. I think we can expect pests, but Void Knights know how to handle them. Now that our forces are here, I think our only choice is to go through. I agree. We should get moving. Good. I believe Karashi wanted to speak with you briefly. Once you talk to her, lead us through the portal. Calm. Yeah, Karashi. Also Jessica. How's it going? Hi, awesome Ironman, Artic. Hi, Jessica. What can I do for you? Scared about the upcoming battle? Only a little. I haven't seen much battle yet in my Void Knight training. But I'll be fine. Want to capture whoever's behind this before they cause any more trouble. Very well. Options. Tell me more about your theories. I mean, about the Voluta and the man in black from the Karashi's memory. Okay, but this is all just conjecture. What do you want to know? What's the Voluta and why is it important? Well, the Void Knights were telling me tales about this Voluta and how it's a weapon to stop pests. Started wondering if it was really just to stop pests or if maybe it was just a weapon to stop one's foes. There doesn't seem to be a lot of information on it. That'd be a very powerful weapon indeed. Yeah, you wouldn't want it to fall into the wrong hands. Which got me thinking about the man Karashi saw kill Commodore Matthias. He clearly has good control of the pests and wants to stop the Void Knights. Maybe even destroy them. So he'd want something like the Voluta. What do the cubes have to do with this? I'm studying the one you got from Elitist. I was wondering how the Black Knights got a hold of the Void Leech, how they knew what to do with the goo. It made sense that a mysterious figure got the pest, since he's good at controlling them. He might give it to the Black Knights to fund whatever it was he wanted to do with the cubes. I think he needs the cubes for gaining control of the Voluta for some reason. Why would the Black Knights agree to fund making the cubes if he was going to use them for something else? They didn't seem to expect all of this. Oh, that's easy. I asked the Black Knights after you formed the Alliance. Captain Gilroy says a mysterious figure lied about wanting to help them, told the Black Knights the cubes would sap the White Knights' energy. The Black Knights then planned to invade Falador while the White Knights were weakened. The mysterious figure must have just been waiting for the Black Knights to make enough and stole what he needed for his own plans. And who do you think the man behind this is? I don't know. He must be a very skilled summoner to control so many pests at once. I mean, when I was at the Wizard's Tower, none of them were particularly skilled. It was kind of a new field to study. There was just me and the professor. The professor, you say? Alright. Karashi. How's it going? Hi, Harko, Ultimate Ironman, Artic. Oh, what's up, Karashi? I think it's really great that you're leading the Alliance. I want to give you my sword so you can use it to lead us into battle. Your sword? Won't you need it? The blade is enchanted with powerful magics to combat the void. I have a feeling you're going to need it to deal with the challenges we're about to face. Besides, I can use one of our regular maces instead. I'd be proud to see my sword lead us into battle. And of course I'll use it, thank you. Just as kindly imbued it with a returning spell, so if you ever happen to lose the sword, it should return to me. Karashi hands you her sword. Alright. The Karashi's sword. Essentially, level 75 now. So, slightly weaker than Iconic Rapier. Also stabbing, also the same speed. Fancy looking. Has a special attack. So, lots of cool stuff. And that is the rest of it. Ready to go into the portal? Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Could be a tough fight, and there's a good chance we all may die. I'm ready. Am I ready? I'm not really that ready. I think we could go and be more ready. Let's go be more ready. A bunch of sharks. That'll work. Also, by teleporting out, we lost the sword. So, Karashi, how's it going? Are you ready to go into the portal? Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Could be a tough fight. There's a good chance we all may die. I lost your sword. It's a good thing I have Jessica put that returning spell on my sword. Here you go. Thanks. Sword. Alright. What is the special attack? Right here? That'll work. I'm gonna die. We're gonna go to the portal. It's a good chance we all may die. Yes, yes, I'm ready. Good. Lead on through the portal. Enter portal. Very safe and cool ideas. And now, well, we made it. We should send word to start bringing our troops through. Wait, what's that? Wizard Greyzag. I'm so glad you could join us. You are perhaps a little earlier than I expected, but no matter. Wizard Greyzag. Suddenly a great deal becomes clear. Professor Melville, what are you doing here? You backstabber, how dare you endanger my men? Ah, Aquarius. You are so easily manipulated. But I couldn't have done it without you. I must send you a fruit basket when all this is over. You'll pay for this, Greyzag. You'll pay for every knight's death 100-fold. But why, Professor? Why are you doing this? When did your work stop being about knowledge? Oh, my dear naive Jessica. It was never about knowledge, it was only about respect and revenge. I'm the greatest summoner alive. And yet those petty fools at the Wizard's Tower failed to see my greatness. They rejected my research, mocked my imps. Well, I turned to something a little larger instead. Used to require Imp Catcher, the old one. I stumbled upon the stories of the Valuta, and I knew I could use it to prove my theories. After that, it was easy. I practiced for a while by opening portals on the deserted islands in the South Seas. What? You're the one responsible for the last 20 years of attacks we've suffered. Yeah, I enjoyed causing the chaos, but I needed someone on the inside to study the portal's effects. So I sent you, Jessica, my brightest student. You proved most useful of all, sending that leech right into my arms. I think I'll send you 2 fruit baskets. No. That leech was the key, you see. I knew from Jessica's reports that I could put it to use and neutralize the Valuta, drain its life force. The Black Knights had the means to produce the goo on the scale I needed. And it wasn't exactly hard to convince you to do it, was it, Aquarius? With your small-minded grudges. And then we come to hardcore ultimate Ironman, Artic. I've detested you for many years, but you're too late now. The goo is draining the Valuta as we speak, and then I shall perform the greatest summoning anyone has ever seen. I shall summon the Pest Queen. You'll be no match for me then. I'm glad you're here to witness the most awesome summoning act ever. Too bad you won't live to tell the tale. However, I need a little time yet to claim the Valuta's power for myself, so say hello to my little friends. Pests. Jessica runs past. Professor, no, it's all wrong. Please stop and listen. Jessica, come back. Percy, wait. Stand your ground. Don't get too close. They're coming this way. All the splatters exploding. Quickly in here. Back, you devils. Explosion. I meant, watch out, the cave's collapsing. Ah. Are you alright, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Yeah, I think so. Everything still seems to be attached. Well, that was a fantastic plan this was. Now we're trapped in here. Calm down, will you, Aquarius? We're not done for yet. I'm just about picking up a signal in here. I say, is anyone reading this? Tiffy, Arson, Albert, weak. Savant, there's a good girl. You're not coming through very clearly, though, old fruity. Earning orb too high frequency, Tiff. Let me see. Savant, old love, can you read me now? Roger that, Tiffy. Reading you loud and clear. Jolly good show. Savant, we're in a spot of bother here. Stuck behind some rocks, wouldn't you know? Copy that, Tiffy. I'll get you out. Just sit tight and try not to use your comm orb too much. Transmitting on a high frequency like this will rapidly drain its power supply. Understood. Cash in out. Now what? We wait, Aquarius. Savant will have us out of here in a jiffy. And just how long is a jiffy? Cash in. If the Kinshra were running things, this operation would be going a lot more smoothly. You mean like when you were colluding with that madman, Greyzag? Spare me the accusational tone, Tyre. I do not have to explain the Kinshra's action to your judgmental Void Knights. Then perhaps you would prefer to explain them to my mace instead, cur. Come in, Tiffy. Savant here. Just in the nick of time, Savant. Things are getting quite heated up in here, old girl. Tiffy, I can't get a lock on you. There's a lot of strange interference coming from near your location. Best I can do for now is send you a little something to help. You should be receiving it now. A pickaxe. Good thinking, Savant. A bronze pickaxe? It'll take years to mine through the rubble with one of those. Well, you best get started then. What? Fine, stand aside then, you pathetic excuse for a hero. Oh, mind the wall. If Jagex managed to be of any use at all, we'd better give some thought as to what we're gonna do about that void army of Grayzags out there. No need to worry there, Commander. I'll cut my way through the lot of them and get to Jessica and that murderer Grayzag. While I commend your zeal, Karasi, we are vastly outnumbered. We'll need reinforcements to prevail in this battle. We'll need to start bringing our troops through the portal, Tiffy. Can you get word to Savant to deploy our forces? Capital idea, Old Spice. Copy and Savant, Kashi in here. Savant here, how are things going, Tiffy? That Pickus here is working wonders, my dear. Good to hear. I'm reading power levels dropping in your comm orb, though. Best make this quick. Copy that. We need to send our troops through the portal. Send the best. They're going to have to fight on their hands when they get here. Thought you might need backup, so I've prepared a conquest squad and have them ready to deploy to your location. I believe Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic has experience commanding these troops, Tiffy. You never fail to impress, Savant. What say you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Are you ready to lead this squad into glorious battle against the Void Pest threat? I'm totally qualified. I did the tutorial. You bet. That's a good boy. You can use my comm orb to send your orders. Yeah. Hello, Savant. Are you there? I read you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. The comm orb is almost out of power. You're only going to be able to transmit your orders in bursts to allow the comm orb time to recharge. How will that impact on the battle? Your troops will stand their ground while they wait for your new orders to arrive, but the pests will keep attacking during this time. Trying to anticipate their actions will be, while the comm orb is recharging, issue your orders accordingly. Understood. Send the troops through now, Savant. Deploying the troops and patching you through now. Artic, good luck. A conquest game against the pests. See what we've got, see what they've got. The scene part might be difficult. Yes. There it is. Okay. Got some scouts, got some foot soldiers, mages, halberdier, champion, knight, archers in the back. Okay. And the pests have these guys. Got splatters, get details on them, movement, damage, health, and then they explode. Ravagers are 300, 300. On them, 200, 200. Is on the spinner, they have 800 health. The tortures are 100, 100. Not much movement. The shifters are 200, 200 with 10 movement, so a lot of that. Okay. See what we can do here. With the whole fact that we can't, like, we only get every other move. Probably shouldn't do too much here. What are we thinking? Move some sacrificial pieces out. Could, in theory, work. I just want to have the pests come to us a bit at a time. Let's just be simple here. Select Archer. Move them forward one. Move troop here. We got no attacks we can do, so end turn. Teleported forwards. And then moved a Defiler. Okay, that's fine. And then it's our turn. Details on the shifter. They have 200 health. So select the archer, they'll do that. Select the mage, they do 200 damage. Attack the shifter. Dealt with. Perfect. And end our turn. If that moves down as much is definitely a problem. End the turn. Alright, let's see what they do here. They moved a splatter forwards quite a bit. And another one. Okay. many command points do we have? Quite a few. Details on the splatter. 600 health. It's on the mage. 200 damage. Target cannot move or attack during its next turn. Move actually doubled. Health completely restored. Could be pretty good. We're gonna really be able to mess with these splatters. Depends where they're going. Look, Halberdier. What is your stats? Details on the Halberdier. 200, 200. So, kind of the same. Let us select the mage. We'll select the Halberdier. Move them forward enough here to attack the splatter. 20. Alright, that's what we can kind of do here. End the turn. Stop moving the camera. Let's see what they do. Here comes a spinner. And move somebody else? Not really. Fascinating. Okay. And now, minigames, command stuff. We got 125. Which one is this splatter worth? Costs 25. Yeah. Let us see what we can do here. We give them a battle cry for plus 200, plus 200. Select, attack. Removes the splatter without the splatter exploding. It's beautiful. That'll do there. End turn. Here comes a Ravager. He's kind of moving forward. Here's a spinner. An attack. He did. Hit the foot soldier. The foot soldier hits back. Okay. Next phase. Our phase. Select the champion. Let's move him forwards here. He does a lot of damage. It's pretty great. Attack the spinner. 40. Hits back a little bit. End turn. If I could end the turn without that bit. He's attacking him. That's enough to win that fight. Huh? Points, we have 125. He's on the Ravager. Stop the Ravager, maybe. Might not be a bad plan. I mean, we can stop it by just winning. Yeah. Champion's pretty good. End turn. They moved a spinner. Moved a splatterer. Explodes. Did 10 damage. Not even that much. Okay. Details on this champion, they're out to 300. Defiler's only 200. If we do a regenerate on the champion, put them in a good spot. There's on a spinner, they have 300 health. Perfect. Champion, slay them. Love it. End turn. Here's a Defiler coming in. Hitting the knight. Not winning. And attacking again. Actually taking down the knight. Unfortunate. Alright. Champion. Move. Attack. Win. And turn. Alright, what are they gonna do next? Here comes a Torture. Blasting all the way across there to hit the Halberdier. And again. How about you're down? Calm. Details on the torture. Only 100. Not good. Commands we have. Details on the spinner, they have 800 health. 400 damage. That's just 2 hits. Look at the champion over in here. Just beat him down a bit. Attack the spinner. Get back 1, that's alright. End our turn. Gets back there, but we retaliate. Slay the spinner. And the Defiler just runs forward. Hits within melee range. That's a great choice. Hilarious. We need 1 more charge on regenerate. Champion. Retreat. And then we will... How many points do we have? A lot. Should chastise this torture so they can't move. Maybe even battle cry for extra health. I don't think anything else could reach. That's alright. And turn. I guess they get 2 moves they can move, but still. Oh, teleported. Okay. First thing we need to do is regenerate the champion. Love that for us. He's on the shifter, 200. Sorry, 600. Champion moves. Oh, select champion. Move him to here. Give him the old battle cry on the champion. And attack the splatter. 1 hit. Did take some rebound damage, that's alright. And turn. Torture moving in. Against a melee distance. But attacking this guy, so it's technically fine. No retaliate for us. Here's a Ravager. Attacking. But we also retaliate. That's great. Okay. Yeah, running out of guys, so even if we lose the champion, we're kind of fine. Details on the champion. He's got 300 health left. Champion. Take on the shifter. And do we have any spells that'll help? Charge only works when we still have the movement phase, so nope. Open that torture. Attack from distance. It's fine. Attacking again. Still have health. Regenerate is seen for a while. Champion. Attack the torture. You can try to chastise this torture over here. Probably won't make too much of a difference at this point. Here comes a Ravager. And down goes the champion. Valiant effort, for sure. Okay. Ravager has 300 health. Just 200 damage. Anybody else here do more damage? I don't think they do. Foot Soldier only does 100. Archer only does 100. Mage. Let's move 1 forward here. Move here. Now I can attack the Ravager. Okay. And that'll be all we can do here. They've only got 2 pieces left. We've only got 5. Shoot the scout. Now we only have 4. Oh boy. 1 left on the battle cry, which will definitely help. 300, 100. definitely just take out the Ravager here. We've got enough to finish this, for sure. And turn. They shoot the archer and they're dead. And they shoot the mage and they're dead. Oh boy. How much health do you have? 100. Select the scout. They run on up and attack. A fairly close fight, all things considered, I suppose. How are things going out there, my boy? That's the last of them dealt with. Bravo, I say, bravo! Now we just need to get out of this cave. Vicarious, how are you getting on with that rock? Why don't you come over here and save yourself, you lazy old coot? I say, bad form, Vicarious. Bad form indeed. Wait, I think I can feel the rock about to give. I've almost made it through. Come in, Tiffy. Savant here. It's Hardcore Ultimate Ironman. Artic here, Savant. Let's hand you over to Sir Tiffy. Here's the Commodore back. Ah, Savant, my dear. What's the good word? I've managed to cut through the interference and get a lock on you. Teleporting now. What? What? Oh. Jessica, just hold on, I'm coming. Crossy, wait, it could be a trap. Quickly now, we must go after her. Prepare yourself for battle, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Gothix only knows what could be waiting for us in there. Oh boy. Enter the door. What can be in here? It's Jessica tied to a post. Crossy attacked by those. Big turtle. Energy. Gray Zag. That should be enough power for the portal. Now for the catalyst. Ah, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. So glad you could join us. You're just in time. I need your help. I'll never help you. Oh, but you don't have a choice. You see, the cubes have drained the Baluta. And I use that power to open a portal, but need a death to catalyze the summoning of the Queen. I can kill Jessica here, or I can order my pests to kill Karashi. I think it'll be more fun to let you decide. Don't worry about me. I'm prepared to lay down my life. Save Jessica. No, this is all my fault. I deserve this. Save Karasi. Why don't I kill you, Greyzag, and save us all the trouble? No, no, no. If you kill me, they both die, and the Pest Queen will still be summoned. I'm growing tired of your stalling. Make your choice. Save Jessica, or save Karashi. Oh boy. Oh boy. Karashi literally is willing to sacrifice herself. But Jessica. Oh, Jessica. Choices. Choices. For future Void Knight activities and just generally more valuable team member, we're just gonna save Karashi. Wonderful, Jessica. She's dead. It opens the portal. And this is the Pest Queen. Oh no, we're too late. The Pest Queen's coming through. It's never too late. I'm going to shut down that portal. Ah. Exploding. Portal's closed. That's done it. The portal's closed. The Pest Queen made it through. And only the greatest summoner will be able to defeat her, and that's me. Not so fast, Greyzag. You're under arrest. Well, if you can catch me, wee. Jumping around. Don't worry, Tara's on the other side. We'll get him. Ironman Artic, you will have to deal with the Pest Queen. Send troops through as soon as they're ready. That madman's not getting away from me. The Pest Queen. Well, 599. Don't worry about me, Ultimate Ironman Artic. You need to stop the Pest Queen. Sure you're okay? Are you okay? Look, it's a white knight. I think I'll live. It doesn't matter anyway. Kill the Pest Queen. How do I kill the Pest Queen? I don't know. Maybe this creature does? Troops are coming to help. I'm gonna keep them safe. I'm not quite in there yet, but, you know. Valuta, what is happening? Small one, I'm too weak to stand against this threat. You must fight. But what do I do? Ask, my knowledge may yet aid you. How do I combat the Pest Queen? Match this beast's devastating attacks with those of your own. How do I defeat the Void drones? Your friends have the experience necessary to combat these foes. Protect them while they do their work. How do I stop more pests appearing? The beast calls its minions forth from the void. They will not stop until the beast is slain. Okay. We got Void drones, we got the Pest Queen. Like all this happening. Prayers. Let's protect. And attack. Let's just attack with the rapier when we're not dealing with the actual Pest Queen part. Because it's stronger. Parashi sword. Poke. Watch out, stun the queen. Special attack. Defeat. Stunned. And all that. So the rapier. Stronger. And Karashi's sword to hurt the Pest Queen. Alright, fine. Be that way. A melee hit. Melee hit. Oh, they are powering up. See, the problem with that is the special attack is 60%. Ow. Poke. And that also blasts down pretty much all of our help, which is also not great. Also does have a range attack. You're it again? Oh, goodness. Let's be full health for this. Ow. Didn't do anything. The ranger disappeared. Alright. So yeah, the whole idea of stopping the blasts with the special attack and all that, it doesn't quite work here with how quickly they do the next blast. And we're really not accomplishing anything against the pest drones here. They're just still here. They keep on healing the Pest Queen. We're not getting them down. The actual stats and everything have changed quite a few times. Stats were changed in 2013 with the Evolution of Combat, and then in 2015, and then in 2024. So the actual fight here is significantly different than the original. You would definitely try to defeat the Defilers so they don't take down your guys, actually be able to deal with the attack more often. It's definitely a whole system here. You would actually defeat the drones, and then they would heal the queen less, and it's an entire thing. But in the current state of things, we just need to poke. And win. Taking plenty of damage, though, that's for sure. My goodness. Pest Queen. Mother of all pests. There's only 300 health left. It's only 200 health left. It's a good thing we can out-damage the healers. My goodness. And it explodes. There you go. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, you did it! Come speak to me, we need to deal with Greyzag. And there you go. We didn't even end up using these prayer potions we prepared. That's alright. We'll drink them. Now we're full everything. Amazing. Okay. Hey, Crashy. Pest Queen. Slain. That's a great thing. Thank you, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, for fulfilling the duty I could not and killing the Pest Queen. And you, Karashi, for destroying those boxes. Without you two, all would be lost. What exactly are you? I am Voluta, protector of weak places. I exist to guard this world against creatures from the void and beyond. Now that you're safe again, all portals of the void will go away, right? Void Knights will finally be free from their battle against the pests? This is not the case. The efforts of Greyzag, impetuous and ambitious, have forever damaged the boundaries on which the portals form. I fear the brave Void Knights must continue their vigil still. They must be in future as they have been up to now. Voluta. Just as I am, just as you are, and the sword you carry. We're all Voluta? Yeah, we're all the balance, blah, blah, blah. Now can we please get the more pressing matter at hand? I want to torture Greyzag to death, and I want to do it now. That's not the way. If Zoramak were here, he'd want to lock Greyzag away, that much I'm sure of. But I think the Temple Knights can gain information from him. Then we'll dispose of him. He is too great a risk to keep around. No, I don't want to delay this. He needs to die now. He has cost too many Void Knights' lives, and balance will only be right with his immediate death. I showed them all, and they'll never call me Lame Zag again. That's it, I'm gonna kill him. Now. Stop it. None of you has the right to decide his death. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic has hunted him from the beginning. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic has to choose between his two friends' lives. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic defeated the Pest Queen. Only he has the right to decide Greyzag's fate. What do you want to do with Greyzag, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? Slowly tortured to death by the Black Knights, taken to disposal by the Temple Knights, cleanly executed by the Void Knights, locked up for life by the White Knights. Again, options. Temple Knights. Get some information first here. And the White Knights are just mostly completely useless. Let's be fair. Well, let's search if you take him. We mustn't lose information just to satisfy our feelings of revenge now. I'm glad you feel that way, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Rest assured, when we've gathered all we can, he'll be dealt with. Bunch of little girls. Sugar and spice, everything nice. Goodbye, Greyzag. My goodness. Time for you to go, Greyzag. Teleport. Got more power. Something. My patience wears thin with you people. You can't stomach anything but flowers and rainbows. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. Think twice before infiltrating my fortress in the future. I'll not look kindly on another intrusion by you. Well, I don't agree with the sentiment, Dicarius. I agree it's time to go. Thank you for your help, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic. So ends this alliance of knights. And what of yourself, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic? You've come a long way in service of the Void Knights, and we reward our own. What would be suitable? We've had some decisions to make that reflect on you as an individual. You told an uninformed bartender the truth of what lurked in his cellar, potentially causing a panic. I refused to lie to someone about a matter affecting them closely, yes. You struck down an old man for doing his duty as doorkeeper, because simply have him imprisoned him. You mean I took a necessary step of killing a Black Knight agent to prevent the potential failure of the entire mission. You avoided killing any of the workers, even though this would have made your life easier. Of course I did. There seemed to be little need to kill unarmed slaves. You killed a Void Leech, a crippled and defenseless creature, rather than do the merciful thing for it to live out its life. I disagree with that. The merciful thing for the pest was to put it out of its misery. The merciful thing for the people of this world was to remove a potential threat, however distant. You had the Temple Knights take Greyzag to be worked on. Was that wise? I have every faith in the Temple Knights. They can rework him to be kinder, wiser, and more constructive than before. That's not happening. Allow me to present you with the armor of a Void Knight, Justicar. And 2 books containing some secrets of our combat techniques. I also believe you should keep the sword you took into battle against the Pest Queen. I couldn't agree more. Quest complete. We get 1 quest point. That's not very much. 2 books of Equilibrium. That's experience. 20,000 experience in construction, crafting, firemaking, magic, smithing, and summoning. the Elite Void Knight Torso, and the ability to upgrade Void Knight Armor, and Karashi's Sword. Okay. Continue. Didn't get any levels from just the 20,000 XPs, which, I mean, fine. Book of Equilibrium. Strength, Attack, Defense. Magic Range, Prayer, Summoning. Well, of those choices, we're definitely going to go with Summoning. Prayer we're just about to go train anyways. But Summoning requires all the additional materials and money and everything. And then basic combat skills are just way too easy. Summoning XP, please. 50,000 XP. And then the other one, also get some summoning XP. And very, very close to the next level. Not quite. And then here is the Elite Void Knight Top. It's like Void, but more elite. That's something. Also allows us to go upgrade Void Knight Bottoms to Elite, but storage is going to be an issue. Talk to some more people some more. My deliverer returns. Greetings, Hardcore Ultimate Ironman, Artic, Mighty Being. I had some questions for you if you don't mind. Please, by all means, ask Valuta, Servitor of Gothics, what you will. For I know little outside of this chamber, but I can answer as best I can. What exactly are you? I am Valuta, Protector of Weak Places, exist to guard this world against creatures from the void and beyond. It was Gothics, balancer of all scales, who placed me here, as he has placed so many other guardians against that which threatens his world. In this spot is a weakening, a closeness of worlds, and those worlds can be brought into conjunction. I am to prevent this. A job you performed less than admirably. Hardcore Ultimate Ironman Artic, strong in reproach, is right to berate me. Of late I have felt echoes, small pulls of duty, but to a place far away from here. To where Greyzag was opening his portals on the islands in the southern seas. I could not draw myself back quickly enough when the attack came. Packed around with the leech goo, I was reduced to uselessness, as you saw. Have you recovered from your draining? My strength returns swiftly. Within the hour I shall be quite capable of performing my purpose again. Good to hear. What will you do now? I shall return to my vigil here. Keep this doorway into our world protected from the pests, voracious and deadly as Gothics demands of me. Will there be a new queen in the void? Yes, there is always a queen. And will the new one keep up the attack? It was once that the queen, slave driver of Pest, could not enter this world, for the weakening was too small. Now I do not know. I suspect not, and that she would need help again. But Greyzag, twisted and insane, is taken away and cannot help her. In the event that she doesn't need help, or if someone else helps her, Valuta, restored and contrite, stands ready. Will the portals stop appearing now in the southern seas? Is not the case. The efforts of Greyzag, impetuous ambitious, have forever damaged the boundaries on which the portals form. For the brave Vonas must continue their vigil still. So the future as they've been till now, carrying we all Valuta. Fighting and all that. We'll handle the cleanup here. Hardcore to Ironman Artic. Come on, time. Should leave this place. If you have questions of the Valuta, now's the time to ask them. I'll have the portal Greyzag opened, disrupted as soon as we return. Any other business? With me, you can wait until we're back at the outpost. We don't really have too much other business here. We also really don't have too much business with the Karashi sword. It is weaker than our chaotic rapier, but it doesn't degrade, so that's something. And it can be reclaimed for some amount of money. 300,000, 500,000, something like that. Well, that's definitely something. If we get in a situation where we have lost our rapier because of times where we can't have things, we can go and get this back for, it is 500,000. So, technically cheaper than getting another chaotic rapier or another chaotic and repairing it for 2 million. Also, it doesn't degrade. But also it's only one-handed, so we'd have to see if the stats are really worth it. 75 one-handed for 500,000. We're gonna go get the anchor. That's only like 62 for like 235,000 or something. Options, I suppose. And also we still have the Void Knight top here. I'm gonna store this in the house. One awkward thing with Elite Void is that it also is in separate storage spots in the armor case. And there's also not a spot for Elite Void gloves because that's not a thing. So what ends up happening is we have the Void, and then we have an Elite Void Knight top. And we could go get Elite Void Knight robes. But then in order to actually use Void, we need to take out the regular Void and have the two other Void pieces in the inventory. Or we can just do just regular Void. It's all kind of anyways. Technically options, but really, really awkward. Then later on there is Superior and Superior Elite stuff. Which again, once again, doesn't have the Superior Elite gloves, so it's not an actual full set, and the amount of storage we can put in the armor case, and just everything, honestly. So with that, I'm going to do some of the sword. Can we alch it? No. We'll just dispose of this. Go get the other things we still need in order to effectively fight the frost dragons. Use our Marintils to make the altar and the incense burners here. Sacrifice our frost dragon bones, get some prayer XP, and continue towards the last bit of 2010. Next time. Goodbye.